So today, when we were in the auditorium, we were at Kamani. There were so many concerts of his that I attended. Siri Fort was one, and lots and lots of those. Actually, I think four of those and stuff. I've lost count. And I was thinking there that what we follow on TV, what we follow in news, what we follow on social media, what we follow on Facebook and stuff, talking about the same stuff does not help because people want to live a bigger life. People are looking at better experiences. People are looking at better exposure and stuff. And if you're going to follow the same stuff, you're going to have the same outcome to your work, to your life situations, to your work situations and stuff. So it makes sense to kind of look at new company, new cultures, new environments, new people, people from different age groups and stuff. And if your relationships are smooth, if there is no shouting and screaming, there are joyful experiences happening. And at the end of the thought share, or if at the end of having an experience, you feel good, you think you've had a remarkable experience or a memory, and it is adding to your personality, then that's a positive experience. But if you just sat in, let's say, some forums which are harping on the not so favorite stuff and all that, you're not going to like it, and you're going to you're going to feel as if you're being pushed and forced into something which you don't like doing and stuff. And they say that if you want to have new pictures and stuff, you have to have a new state of mind, a new perspective. Perspective is everything. And I'm again reminding people that if you think that the world is a shit place to be in, and you're only looking at the negative emotions in the world and stuff, and you're not looking at the positivity, you're not looking at the amazing stuff and all that, then there's something wrong with your own outlook and your own perspectives. You have to fix that. And it's not anybody's job to fix anybody. If it's a relationship fallout, if it's a corporate mess that's happened, if it's a business association that's fallen apart, if it's relationship that's fallen apart between friends and stuff, there are two ways to do this. Either you talk to the person and to the concerned people and stuff, or you basically go in for serious counseling and therapy and stuff. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because today, when I was in the cultural event and the forum and stuff, there was no shouting, screaming, there was no name calling, there was no pathetic stalking, obsession and negativity there. It was all very positive and stuff. And that's what actually ideally life has been all this while, before the advent of social media, or the advent of overemphasis on therapy and emotions and being stalked and stuff like that. If you were not to pay attention to that, you will not even know that you're being followed around and stuff. Sometimes you do get to know because you get conscious about it. Social media helps you big time. But if you're in the real world and stuff like that, and you're focused on your own journey, on your own stuff, it's not going to matter to you. And no matter what, I think if you are consistently going to be sharing your thoughts, and you're going to react to every goddamn thing, you're going to respond to every goddamn thing, you're going to become a slave to technology and stuff. So try and be champions of new creativity and new ideas and stuff. And like I've shared, that'll happen only if you go to new environments, new places, if you listen to positive people, if you listen to people who are in the normal world. I didn't see Hari Prasad Chauresa ji on the phone. I didn't see the staff sitting there with the phone. I didn't see anybody in the green room with the phone and stuff. So the corporate and the PR and the marketing and the whole fad around social media and everything, there has to be a balance on that and stuff. And who can bring the balance? Only you can bring the balance, right? So avoid blaming technology and avoid being slaves to it. I'd shared my experience in the morning as well, that there was a time when I had no phone for 9 to 10 months, and everybody used to tell me, including my family members, why don't you have a phone? And I said, I don't want a phone. Whoever wants to